Hello and welcome fellow gamers. I've got some news to share with you today. Helldivers 2 got a huge update that gives you thought balancing, new planetary hazards, and a lot of hidden updates. Whether you're a seasoned Helldivers player and new to the game, this update has something for everyone to enjoy. And in this video, we're going to talk about all of the change, and without further ado, let's jump right to it. First thing first, if you're Helldivers 2 player who maxed out your level fairly quickly and has been hoping for a level cap increase, you're in luck. Arrowhead Game Studios just made the level cap 3 times as high as it was before, with players now able to rank up to level 150, compared to capping out at level 50 instead. And I already saw people like level 80 and 60 in the lobby when you are checking mission inside your ship. Next is a new planetary hazards added into the game. That is Blizzard and Sandstorm. Think of blizzards and sandstorms as a combination of rainstorms and tremors. They will reduce visibility and slow down your movement, which can be deadly concoctions of effects. There's still no encounter in my missions, so I can't give you much info on it, but maybe some of you already encountered it. You can let us know in a comment below. Next is the mission balancing. There's a couple missions of balancing, like the retrieve essential personnel. Maybe got a little easier. They move the enemy spawn points further away from the objective to give players a bit of time to defend the location. And there will be fewer civilians required to complete the missions on higher difficulties. And the destroy command bunker missions now has more objective locations. The mission was too easy before compared to other missions, and it can now appear in operation from difficulty 5. And there's good news for Helldivers fighting in auto-maintenance planet that give you insane modifier in the planets. Arrowhead Studios now gives half the negative effect of operation modifier that increase stratagem cooldowns or call-in times. Next is the weapon balancing. There's a lot of it, but we will go through it one by one. The first weapon is the arc thrower. Now it got fixed charging inconsistencies. God damn it. You read this.
Inconsistencies.
Okay, thank you very much. It will now always take 1 second to charge a shot, and the distance is reduced from 50 meter to 35 meter. And that's a lot of nerf, and it gets increased stagger force for the buff. I think it's just weird when they release an entire Warborn to arc build and they just nerf it. And now the arc thrower users will significantly drop. And the next is the guard dog. The guard dog will be restored full ammo from supply boxes. And for anti-material rifle fans, it just got buffed by 30% damage increase. That's a huge buff for long range weapon. And the next is the breaker incendiary. Incendiary. Oh my god, another hard word. You read this please.
Incendiary.
Okay, thank you my lady. Damage per bullet increased from 15 per bullet to 20 per bullet. And the fire damage for weapon like breaker incendiary and flamethrower get buffed again. Fire damage per tick increased by 50% from all resource. So like this weapon and the napalm stratagem and orbital laser maybe got buffed as they give burn damage too. And maybe the Hulk flamethrower got buffed too. And the next is, finally we got full auto mode in Liberator Penetrator. And this personally will be my most used weapon in the game. I feel like there's something missing when I use this weapon for the first time, and now I feel like this will be huge comfort for use this weapon. And the next is the Dominator. There's increased damage from 200 to 300 and increased stagger. Now this weapon feels a lot like a late game weapon. And again, it's a long range weapon that diligence counter sniper. It increased armor penetration from light to medium. It sounded meh, but it's a huge difference. Now you can press Devastator armor and Hive Guard with ease. And the next is the Slugger. It just nerfed to the ground. It reduced stagger, reduced damage from 280 to 250, reduced demolition force, and fixed armor penetrating tag in the menu. Means that if you feel Slugger can also pierce medium armor, now it's fixed to only light penetration. And it also fixed armor penetration tag in the menu for Liberator, Concussive, and Senator. And the next is Recoilless Rifle. Also got increased number of rockets restored from supply box from 2 to 3. And also the Spear got increased the number of missiles you restore from supply box from 1 to 2. And the next is the heavy machine gun, which released recently. It got balancing for the RPM. For the highest fire rate mode reduced from 1200 RPM to 950 RPM. So the recoil doesn't feel unplayable like before. And the next is the balancing in Patriot exosuit. That is, rockets will now penetrate armor only on direct hit. That's all for all the weapon, and we will continue to other updates. For the enemies, Charger's normal melee attack now does less damage against exosuit. Bell Spear and Nursing Spear now nerfed. They do less damage with their puke, and the Bell Talon got buffed. They can no longer be stunned. It's a problematic situation, but I think you guys can manage it. And finally, they fixed this trigger. They can no longer create bug breaches. It feels unfair if you have to see the sky and ground at the same time to watch out for bug breaches. And now Strikers hitting you while they are dead now does significantly less damage. As you know, they can still hit when killed in the middle of their dive. And there's balancing on armor. Heavy and medium armor protects better, and you now take about 10% less damage than before while wearing heavy, and about 5% less when wearing medium armor. Fortified Commando and light armor is unchanged. And for my personal experience, I think the Ottoman's rocket is nerfed, or the fix on armor still not working, because I survived a couple of times when the rocket direct hit. And the last update is the ballistic shield changes. Collision mesh has been slightly increased in size for more forgiveness. Change shield poses so that less of the Helldiver is exposed. Address bug where parts of the Helldivers will become vulnerable while using the shield in first person. I never used the shield, but if anyone used them, I think this will be a great change for it. And also, I forgot to mention this, invisible collision partially blocking the doorway leading to the launch in tutorial is just fixed. Means you will never get stuck in the doorway anymore when joining Helldivers lobby. And sadly, or is it because the new update just got recently added, there's still a lot of bugs in the game. For example, there's still ADS bugs in play. It's really annoying as I want to hit long range into a short range, but it just bugged to first person, and it takes time to be normal view. So I hope it will be fixed later, because I really like the versatile of the Liberator now, for long range to short range, and especially now it's auto mode. So that's it for all of this update. If you guys like this video, you can hit the like and subscribe button for helping me create video like this. And I thank you all and good day.